All right, I had to take the sink out. It was just going to be too difficult to crawl up under here. I'm going to try to see if I can't loosen some of this up. I may be able to pull this whole top off and never cut it. Gosh, wouldn't that be awesome? Not to have to listen to that saw screaming and getting all the dust all over the place. I don't know if I'm going to be successful in doing that. It is really glued down. But so what I'm doing is, this is laying on top of on this cabinet, there's a thin plywood frame that runs across the top. What I'm doing here, you'll see there's a thin plywood frame that runs across the top, and I'm just taking this pry bar and I'm just going to kind of drive it between this top right here and that plywood and see if I can loosen it up. I don't know how successful I'm going to be doing this, but oh yeah. And I'm going to have to use several different tools here. And I'm just going to try to break it loose. This is if you've ever seen these before, they're just a couple dollars. It's like a paint scraper. Golly, this is an invaluable tool. You can get them for a couple bucks. And it's stronger than a like a putty knife. Actually has an edge on it right here. Ah, hear that? That's a good sign. The other thing too, if you notice, let me show you a close-up on this thing. See it? Golly, what a great little tool. It's got a little bit of an edge here. Like I said, it's made for a paint scraper. But I should be able to get, I'm hoping, in here without causing any damage. We'll see. I'm gonna test it right here. Look at that. That's a good sign. Okay. I'm starting to get some traction here. Awesome. Take this panel off. I think I gotta salvage this for some other work, and I really don't want to damage it. It looks like it's a frame within a frame. There we go. That's just nothing more than just stapled on. And look at that. Screws. I bet that helps. So what it looks like is this is a panel within a panel. There's I popped that outside cover off, and it's like a 1x1 frame, cabinet frame, and I think that will help me a lot by being able to remove this. That way I can trim that down intact and put it back later. This screw in here is it'd been wonderful to know how this thing went together at the factory. I could just reverse the process, but that's part of the joys. All right. When I bought this little inexpensive Black & Decker, I had no idea how much I would enjoy that little LED light on the end. Man, is that something? So what I'm doing now is just going under here, feeling for screws. I'm taking as many of these out as I can. Oh yeah, we are gaining progress now. Oh, look at that. Look at that. We just made progress. Oh my goodness. Look at that. No saw. Okay, I've got, uh-oh, well, something was going to happen and it just broke, but that's okay. That's all going in the trash anyway. No worries. If anything, that's going to help matters a bit. One of the things I am seeing, I may have to do a little bit of restoration work here. Golly, this thing is, look how wiggly that is. That's definitely gonna, I've been noticing that. I am still catching on something. Ouch. I may have to do just a teeny bit of woodwork, but it doesn't look like much right here. Look at that. All right. Ah. The countertop is off. Ooh, it is heavy too. All right, look at that. Now what I'm seeing, this is like a skin. It's a, as you notice here, there's a like 1x1 frame with this finished paneling on both sides. And I'm going to have to get kind of creative when I take this frame apart. Oh, for pity's sake, I'm noticing again, they put half the screws going in on this cabinet unit in this direction and half behind a panel that I can't see in this direction. That's awesome. There's always something. And then this is the framework. So I'll have to do a little bit of finished carpentry here. More than likely what I'm going to do is disassemble the complete outside of this unit. That way, when I go to rebuild it, because here's what we're going to have happen. Let me pull my camera out and show you a close end of this. So here's where we're at. All the countertops off. And this whole area from here to over here is going to be turned sideways. I'm going to go inside this box here. That's going to be new. But I think what I'm going to have to do here, as we kind of get a close-up of this, is I am going to have to take all this frame here loose carefully and just disassemble all of this. And then that way I can get good proper cuts across here and then down that side and rebuild that cabinet, put my trim on it and those types of things. So I didn't want to do that, but I just don't see a way around it. All right. Well, the bad thing about these campers is they put them together with staples. The good thing about these campers is they put them together with staples, which doesn't take much to deconstruct here. I do not want to break this frame. There we go. Wasn't bad at all. These things are so, look at, just kind of show you how this stuff is put together. It's really not a whole lot to it. Can you see that? Those are called, there we go, pin nails. I don't know, 18 gauge. I'm just going to take a pair of snips and just snip those off. They're so thin I'll never get them beat back out and probably do more damage. I'm going to try to see what's up underneath this. It's just really on a little thin frame, and I don't see really anything holding it. There we go. Wow. It is not much. So to kind of show you what I'm up against now, you can see that piece right there. That wood right there in the back is the toe kick. So that piece right there that I'm pointing to has to go away because the new cabinet will stop right about here. So that's got to come out. Love to go ahead and get this panel out. It is just a nuisance. Oh, that's the problem. There's a big screws holding it in. Let me see if I can pop these screws out. There we go. We're getting headway. Come on. There we go. So, you know, I'm being a little taking a little bit of time constraint here because I want to reuse all this wood here. You know, I'm trying to minimize the amount of damage that I do here. So, see if I can take this hammer and finish tapping this out. It's just in there good and tight. There we go. There we go. All right. I probably ought to pop this loose right here. So careful. There we go. There we go. Look at that. Woo! Hey, I got a ton of room in there. Awesome. Ouch. And I did cut that screw. How about that? Cut that off. All right, let's see what else we got here. Make sure this frame's not going to fall. This is actually going to be some good wood to help me with some of my framing. That's in good shape too. I was very careful and didn't damage it. So this isn't that flimsy stuff. This is a piece of like a 3/8 inch board. This is good stuff here. All right, look at this. Man, this is awesome already. Already. Not too much damage. Not too much at all. Just a few little minor things here to reconstruct. Not bad. Well, there's Joan. You coming to inspect?
I am. I'm coming to see what you're doing.
Well, come on in and see where I'm at. I've actually made some good progress. Oh, this is going to be awesome. Just kind of cleaning up a little bit. So you can see I've got the, so you can see, look at that. Isn't that going to be awesome? Look at that. Come.
It's going to be great.
It is. And so now I've got to figure out how to trim this down and put it inside here. I don't think that's going to be a big deal at all. Some assembly work here now, but it's not going to be a big deal, I don't think. To make that work and make it all fit, it's going to go in here.
6 weeks to
No.
from start to finish.
Yeah, I hope it don't take 6 weeks.
Because we'll be leaving in 6 weeks to
I
go
know.
to Florida.
I know.
Remodel.
And I've got work to do in the middle of that. So I've got
Like money work.
like somebody's going to pay me to get the work done. This is for love of Joan here.
Go.
All right, let's see. So it looks like that, if I did nothing, is 29 1/4. And this is 26. So I'm going to have to
Cut it down to
trim these edges down. Yeah, that's not a big deal. Not a big deal. Matter of fact, that's even better because I'm not going to have to do a lot of restoration work here.
Well, I have come and I have seen.
Inspected, and at least I have approval for now, huh?
Yeah.
All right, see you later. How about I could use some lunch?